Hey guys, today I'm going to be recreating Gigi Hadid's Met Gala look. So to start off, I'm using my number 7 Airbrush Away Primer. This is just going to make my foundation last a little bit longer and go on smoother and have a smoother appearance as well and fill in those pores. So here I'm just doing that. And then I'm mixing my L'Oreal Magic Lumi Primer with the NYX Stay Matte Not Flat foundation. I know you're probably like, girl, you just applied a primer. Why do you need to apply another one? This is going to just make it a little bit more dewy because she had like a, I don't know, like a demi-matte sort of foundation look going on. And then I used the Wet n Wild Photo Focus Concealer and then just blended it in with my fingers. But yeah, her foundation wasn't completely matte, but it wasn't overly dewy, so I figured that would kind of give the best of both worlds. And plus, whenever I mix that primer with my foundations, they just last that much longer. I mean, you could totally skip the first primer if you wanted to, but I decided to do both. And then I just set everything with the Wet n Wild Photo Focus Pressed Powder. Again, like I said, she had a kind of, like, it wasn't like overly matte for her foundation, so this one creates a nice finish. And then I'm mixing my Wet n Wild Color Icon bronzer and Ticket to Brazil and my Urban Decay Afterglow blush and Score. I mixed them together and used them as my transition color. I recently did this with my Ariana Grande look. I'll link it down below for you guys if you want to see that. But it just creates a really nice pinky brown sort of transition shade. And I couldn't really tell if it was a pink or a brown, but so I went with that. And then I'm using the Graveyard Girl Swamp Queen palette. Oh, what shade is that? Uncommon. Uncommon is the shade, and I'm just applying it all over my lid. At first I thought it was a brown that she had. Oh, it's also going on my lower lash line too. At first I thought it was a brown that she had, but at closer look, it was actually like a purpley color. And then I'm using High from the Urban Decay Smoky palette. I'm just doing that in the inner corner because she had a really like sparkly inner corner, and I'm also putting it on the lower lash line. It looked like she had some sparkle going on the lower lash line too, so that's just what I'm doing here. And then I'm using my Ciate Wonder Wand eyeliner. Her liner, it didn't look as soft as a eyeshadow, but it didn't look as harsh as a liquid liner, so I figured this was kind of like the best of both worlds, and in between, if you will. And I'm just using the brush on the end because it's like double-ended. I'm using the brush on the end to just extend it out into a wing. And then I'm using, oh, what shade is that? It's from the Jaclyn Hill palette. Oh, Queen. I'm using Queen as my, she had like this gold glitter liner and like that went like straight through her eyeshadow on the top and bottom, and I just wet my brush and did that. And I was gonna use a glitter liner, but then I realized that my glitter liner was dried out, so I had to go with eyeshadow. Honestly, if you had glitter liner, I would use that because it would definitely stand out more. And to make it more like shimmery, you'll see in a second here, I used the Naked Cosmetics Sunset Desert, I believe the shade is. It'll show on the screen. I used that to make it more shimmery, but honestly, I think it made it less visible, if I'm quite honest. So, I mean, I would probably, like in the future, if I recreated this again, I'd probably skip that step just because I felt like the gold was pretty visible on its own. And here I'm showing you the Desert Sunset. It's like a loose pigment. And I mean, it's pretty, but I felt like it's kind of like a rose goldy kind of shade or whatever. Um, but like I said, I was going for more iridescence and more shimmer because I was lacking the glitter, but honestly, I would just skip it next time. And then I lost the clip, but I just put that on the outer corner, the liner again, and then I used the NYX Strobe Genius. I used that light pink highlighter right there, because as I was looking at the pictures, it looked like her inner corner was a little pinkier, so I just put that there. And I'm holding it upside down, but the Maybelline Total Temptations mascara is the one I used. I couldn't tell if she just had on like really natural false lashes or if she had on just mascara. I have pretty long, thick lashes, naturally, so I can kind of just get away with just applying multiple coats of mascara. So that's what I did, but you can feel free to apply falsies if you'd like. So this is what it looks like once the eyes are complete. I thought it was a really fun, like, kind of festival-y look. Oh, for the eyebrows, we're going to use the Essence Eyebrow Pencil and the L'Oreal Brow Stylist Plumper. She had very thick, bushy, natural brows. Well, natural looking. They were definitely filled in, but you know what I mean. So, and they also weren't very arched either, so I was trying to kind of follow my natural shape and not really, over-accentuate my arch or anything, and just kind of fluffing up in the front, those little brows hairs in the front. And then the eyebrow gel that I used is actually really good. It has these fibers in it, and it really creates that like bushy brow effect. So I just kind of, you'll see in the clip in a second, I just kind of push the brows on my tail end outwards, and the brow hairs in the front, I push them upwards to really create a bushy effect. And that's what the brows look like once they're completed. So I'm using my Bahama Mama bronzer, and I'm just doing like a little bit of a light contour. Her contour was, I don't know, it was very light, if any at all. So I just very lightly did it, and I could definitely tell that she had some bronzer or contour on the sides of her nose, so that's what I'm just doing here. And then I used that same bronzer from before and just kind of blended out that contouring that I did. And then using the same blush, because her cheeks were pretty light, but I could tell that there was something there, so I figured these were pretty good to use. And again, using that same highlighter, I just figured the pinkiness, again, her highlighter wasn't overly like in your face or whatever. I'm using this Mellow lipstick, matte lipstick in Posh, and then the MAC Luster in Pretty Please. I use the Posh on the outer portion and Pretty Please on the center to create this really nice nude lip. And then this is the completed look. I kind of tried to like make my hair similar to her. She had like these really pretty like decorative hairpins that she like slicked back the sides on. My hair did not look nearly as cute as hers, but this is the completed look, and I really hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, please subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Bye!